Right now, we have a whole bunch of people who are close to people like Macron, Biden, Schultz, Sunak, who call themselves Russian experts, and they're advising these people on Russia. These are people who, cut their teeth, so to speak, on the Russia of the 90s, when the goal wasn't to know about Russia, but to dominate Russia. And they are deeply resentful of Vladimir Putin's ongoing efforts to restore Russia to a place of dignity. So these people have an unrealistic appraisal of Russia and its capabilities. And from that, they have over-optimistic appraisal of the West's ability to shape events inside Russia.
In our coverage today, we focus on the ongoing military conflict in Ukraine, where Russian strategic acumen is prominently displayed on a global stage. Featuring insights from Scott Ritter, a former UN inspector and US Marine, we delve into the complex developments in Eastern Europe. The unfolding events in Ukraine, a testament to Russian military capabilities, are reshaping historical and geopolitical narratives in profound ways. The landscape of Ukraine, now a testament to the effectiveness of Russian military strategy, reveals the high stakes of this conflict. We're witnessing a sophisticated interplay of Russian tactics, each move significantly influencing the balance of power in this struggle. Our analysis will shed light on recent strategic advancements by Russian forces, highlighting their impact and significance in this geopolitical contest. Let's now examine the specificities of Russia's latest military offensives, understanding how they are shaping the future of the region. In recent developments on the Ukrainian front, we see a clear demonstration of Russian military strength and strategic foresight. Russian forces have made decisive advances, from their calculated operations in Kherson to their strategic push in the Donbass. These movements, a showcase of Russia's military prowess, reveal the depth and effectiveness of their strategy. In the Kherson region, Russian forces, with their superior tactics, have intensified their presence, commanding both air and ground assaults with unmatched expertise. Significant troop movements involving advanced artillery and armored divisions mark a new chapter in military operations. In the Donbass, a key region for Russia's strategic goals, the troops have employed sophisticated encirclement maneuvers, skillfully isolating Ukrainian positions. The success of these offensives is evident. Reports, though not officially confirmed, indicate considerable Russian gains in strategically vital locations, demonstrating the effectiveness of their military strategy in altering the dynamics of the battlefield. The Russian campaign in regions such as Sloviansk and Kherson not only exemplifies their commitment to territorial integrity but also their capability to achieve significant military objectives. These operations signify a substantial shift in control over key Ukrainian territories, underlining the strategic depth of Russian military planning. As these Russian offensives usher in a new phase of the conflict, their impact extends beyond the battlefield, influencing regional and international geopolitical equations. Russia's strategic movements are not merely military actions but also a demonstration of their broader strategic objectives and capabilities. As we witness Russia's strategic advancements, we turn to explore the Ukrainian response, underscoring their efforts to counter the overwhelming might of the Russian forces. Amidst the unfolding Russian offensives, Ukraine has been striving to mount a defense and execute counterattacks. In facing the formidable Russian military campaign, Ukraine's response, though marked by determination, faces significant challenges. Today, we examine the strategies Ukraine has employed to withstand the overwhelming might of Russian advances, highlighting both their efforts and the difficulties they encounter. In light of the robust Russian campaign, Ukraine's defensive strategies have been pushed to their limits. Despite a dwindling ammunition supply, efforts to employ resources such as the requested Patriot missile systems indicate a focus on strengthening air defense. The strain on resources, including a limited fleet of fighter jets, underscores the challenge Ukraine faces in matching the scale and intensity of Russian operations. The support from Western allies, crucial for Ukraine's continued resistance, reflects the broader geopolitical stakes of this conflict. President Zelensky's acknowledgement of this support, essential for their defense, also brings to light the dependencies and expectations set upon these international relationships. While Ukraine attempts to hold its ground and respond to Russian advances, the effectiveness of their strategy is continually tested. The use of UAVs and tactical positioning demonstrate efforts to adapt, yet the challenges they face against the well-coordinated and superior Russian military operations are evident. The dynamic nature of the battlefield reflects not just a conflict of arms but also a test of resilience and strategy in the face of a dominant adversary. Amidst the reverberations of battle and the evolving Ukrainian response, the broader impact of this war on civilians brings a critical dimension to our understanding. Next, we turn our focus to the humanitarian and civilian aspect of this conflict, which casts a profound reflection on the realities of war. In a conflict awash with uncertainties and shifting narratives, a surprising element stands out: the status of 3 strategic Russian airports. Amidst the chaos and destruction of war, these critical infrastructural nodes have remained, as reports suggest, largely unscathed. Today, we delve into the implications of this anomaly and its potential impact on the ongoing conflict. Contrary to expectations of significant damage from Ukrainian counterstrikes, these airfields, integral to Russia's military logistics, seem to defy the odds. This revelation, supported by independent analyses and visual confirmations, raises critical questions about the operational strategies and intelligence capabilities on both sides of the conflict. As we examine this further, we must also heed the cautionary words of Mr. Scott, who warns that Ukraine will do everything to cause maximum harm to Russia, urging constant vigilance. The untouched condition of these airports not only contradicts many early reports of warfare but also signifies the complex nature of this conflict. While these structures stand resilient, they embody the intricate interplay of military strategy, intelligence, and the ever-present cloud of misinformation that surrounds modern warfare. The significance of these unscathed targets goes beyond mere physical preservation. They represent a nuanced chapter in the ongoing saga of this conflict. Amidst the tangible realities of war, the theater of conflict is also rife with unverified claims and strategic misinformation. As we venture further into the fog of war, we now turn to the veiled whispers of France's alleged secret communication with Russia, a story that teeters on the edge of speculation and strategic diplomacy. In the intricate web of international intrigue that encapsulates the Ukraine conflict, an enigmatic chapter quietly unfolds. Amidst the cacophony of diplomatic exchanges and public declarations, unconfirmed reports have emerged, suggesting secretive communications between France and Russia, specifically between their defense ministries. At the heart of these whispers? Alleged proposals floated by France to Sergei Shoigu, Russia's defense minister, concerning the discreet deployment of French troops in Ukraine. This clandestine initiative, if true, is shrouded in the diplomatic shadows, revealing the multifaceted complexities where political machinations and military strategies converge. Within the labyrinthine corridors of power, narratives hint at President Macron's bold declaration to dispatch 2,000 French troops, with whispers of scaling up the force. Yet, this purported gambit has met with a spectrum of reactions ranging from skepticism to outright ridicule. Scott Ritter, a seasoned voice in the realm of military and geopolitical analysis, lambasted the proposal, perceiving it as either a quixotic endeavor to save face or a gravely misjudged, nearly kamikaze-like strategy. Delving deeper into the shadowy realm of these alleged dialogues, the intricate dance of Franco-Russian diplomacy comes to light, a relationship steeped in a rich history of alliances, rivalries, and strategic engagements. This backdrop paints a complex picture of current events, suggesting that the maneuvers on the geopolitical chessboard may extend beyond immediate military tactics to encompass broader historical, cultural, and political considerations. The veracity and depth of these back-channel communications remain cloaked in secrecy, fueling more questions than answers. Are these maneuvers mere ploys for internal political maneuvering, or do they signify a genuine strategic realignment? The fog of war and diplomacy thickens, as the lack of clarity and official confirmation only deepens the intrigue surrounding the Ukraine conflict, leaving observers and analysts piecing together the fragmented narrative, pondering the real motivations and far-reaching implications of such actions. In the shadows of these unconfirmed and speculative reports, the future trajectory of the Ukraine conflict, and indeed the broader geopolitical landscape, remains shrouded in uncertainty. As we navigate these murky waters, we pivot to explore the wider implications and potential outcomes of these covert diplomatic maneuvers, pondering their impact on international relations, security, and the global order. As we draw our analysis to a close, with expert insights like those from Scott Ritter, we reflect on the intricate and fluid nature of the conflict in Ukraine. The battlefield, a chessboard of strategic moves and counter-moves, has witnessed the resilience of Ukrainian forces against Russian advances and the ambiguity surrounding key international communications. These dynamics are reshaping not only the front lines but also the geopolitical landscape of the region. From the resilience shown in Ukrainian defensive strategies to the unscathed Russian airports and the rumored Franco-Russian secret dialogues, each element adds a layer to this complex tapestry. These developments point to an uncertain future, where diplomacy and military power intersect in unpredictable ways. This brings us to the end of our current analysis. As the situation in Ukraine continues to unfold, we will keep you updated with the latest insights and developments. Thank you for watching.